Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready up. Check, Mike 54. Mike 54.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Check 31. Check. Blue draw Corker. Ready.
This is Royce Freeman, second-year man from Oregon. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Following the interception here, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. William Hayes in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Mariota to throw it. Uncorks one for Davis. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 39 yards there, a big one. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll give Henry another shot. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play call, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Yeah, he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on 3rd and goal. Throwing, Mariota. Open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, good move. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Let's go now. 10-2 soft.
55. Tighten up. Pull it together.
Deep dribble.
Throwing on second down. Lock. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10.
55.
Throwing his lock on third down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. So first and 10 now from the 30. Working out of the gun, Mariota. This one caught by Davis. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Tennessee.
Ready. Blue 18. Check 24. One.
Mariota on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Corey Davis there, but it's going to be second down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Now Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again, Mariota. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Clock will try again on 2nd down. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Well, what do you think? Maybe got away with one? I mean, he's thrown 2 picks already. That looked pretty dangerous.
And it had a little hang time on it. So what he needs to do right now, hug it out a little bit with his guy. Because he went up and made a play on the football and kept him from potentially throwing that 3rd interception. There's some trust in there. There's also some hope.
Now it's a giant. And he's got this down to the 35. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. It's not too often you see a holder putting that football down right on the midfield stripe. 60 yards, Charles, but a little bit too much to bite off there.
Yeah, it's good to show confidence in your kicker. That might have been just a little bit too much. I guarantee you, as you just noted, putting it down on the midfield stripe, the holder's thinking to himself, that's a long way. Probably not as confident as well.
2nd quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. To throw is Mariota. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, But the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Now Mariota. It's complete, and he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A first down throw for Mariota. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Lock to throw on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Block now to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And it's fielded at the 34. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Got it.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Wake with a little wake-up call as he gets in there for the sack. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Here's a giant. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ready to break.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
No gain on this defense.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Lock. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Lock now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Hey, exit. Ready.
Now Lock again. Completes it to Ajayi. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Bravo.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. 24 is the mic. Set the tone.
Five.
Throwing on 1st down is Lock. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Good job.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, Sam on. Go.
They look to throw. It's Lock. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Block. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. Throwing is Mariota. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. After the turnover, here's Locke. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Antonio Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. McManus's point after is good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And an alley to run. Space to maneuver at the 40. Touchdown, Titans. Marcus Mariota, 74 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Watch the run. They're running it.
Hey, orbit. Now.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Gets it off to Freeman. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
We want it. Come to my world. Hey, high 7.
To throw on 3rd down. Locke. Open man here is Hamilton. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge.
1st down, Mariota. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
1st down, Tennessee.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive 1st down plays. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, it's Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for the rookie A.J. Brown there. And it's 3rd and short.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Where are they, team?
They'll throw again. Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point try now for Succop. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Titans 42, Broncos 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
After the sack on first down, Locke, and he's taken down. Back at his... Zone 7.
Sack, baby. Sack. He's brought down back at his own 7-yard line.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
One.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Check.
Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Move. We got 4.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 17.
Welcome back now to Denver. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mariota, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Mariota to throw it. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Mariota. Got a man. It's Brown. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Mariota again. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Mariota, this is caught. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Now Mariota on 4th down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 7-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. 5.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at his own 10. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line.
At the 10-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
45's the mic. 45's the mic.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. From 10 yards out. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Buying time to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Get it.
This is Ajayi. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jarrell Casey, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken from just outside the 30. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Right here, right here. 45. 1. 45. Watch the pass.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, Echo.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. In your face.
Now.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, he's looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And checking that NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter down in Arizona. And the Falcons sort of opening things up there. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on.